Hello and welcome to Compare Two Lists. My name's Jeff, I'm glad you're here. Let's just jump right in. In this short video, we're gonna look at some key Excel functions. They're gonna help us compare two lists, like what's in list A and not in list B, or what's in both but have a different amount. So let's head straight into Excel, exercise 1. Here we have a list of invoices, and here we have a payment register with the invoices that we've paid. And so we have a basic question for this list. Is the invoice paid for the expected amount? And to answer this, we're going to use the XLOOKUP function, equals XLOOKUP. So we want to tell it to try to go find this invoice number, comma, down in this column, comma, and if there's a match, to return the paid amount, close function. Before I hit enter, let's review. I'm asking the XLOOKUP function to go try to find our invoice number. Where? Down in the payment register's invoice column. If it finds a match, it should return the paid amount. Enter. And let's go ahead and fill this formula down. What we can see here is if there's an amount, it means it exists in this list and it returns the paid amount. And if there's an error, it means it can't be found in this list, meaning it's not been paid yet. If we actually want to replace this error with a different value, what we can do is we can just modify our formula. And we can do a comma, and we can provide a if not found argument value. What it's saying is if it's not found, what do you want me to return instead of an error? So we'll just say unpaid, and we'll enclose that in quotes, and enter. And let's fill that updated version down. Okay, and now we've got it. And now what we can do is we can add a diff column, which is going to be equal to the amount minus the amount paid, enter, and then we can just fill this down. Now, if we wanted to suppress this error, what we can do is wrap this in an if error function and say try to return that, but if it's an error, what do we want to return instead? We'll just return an empty string and put in some double quotes. Close function, enter. And now let's fill this updated version down. Okay, that's cleaner. Now, what we notice here is that this invoice was for $975, the amount paid was $900, so it pops out in the difference column so that we can do some further investigation. So you can see our XLOOKUP function was able to answer the question, is the invoice paid for the expected amount? But what if we're not necessarily worried about amounts? Instead, we want to find, is everything in list A also in list B? Well, that brings us to the next exercise, exercise 2. Here, we want to get a dynamic list of everything that's in A that is missing from B. So our question is, what's here in A that's not in B? And we want this to be a dynamic list so that I don't have to rewrite formulas. All I need to do is update my data tables, and this exception report should just pop out. So here we'll use two functions, the COUNTIF function and the FILTER function. Equals filter. So what do we want to return? Well, we basically want to return all of the columns from our TBL bank table, comma, but we only want to include certain rows. So what we're going to use is we're going to use the COUNTIF function. And what we basically want to say is, look in here, so look in list B, comma, for the values in list A's ref column, and find out where those equal 0. In other words, it's not found. Close function and enter. And now let's double check these results. So what it's saying is 304 is found in list A but does not appear in list B. Let's see if that's right. Here's DEP 304, it's in A. Is it in B? No, it is not. So that checks out. We also have 306, it's here, not here. 308 is here and not here. And 310 is here and not here. So it looks like this is working. And the cool thing is this is totally dynamic, meaning all I have to do is paste new transactions in either list and I don't have to rewrite this formula. It's just going to automatically refresh. And as a note, I technically wouldn't put this above my tables. I would actually put this in a separate worksheet and have each table in its own worksheet. But for demonstration purposes, I put all these in the same worksheet. If I were to stack this up here, if this list grows, it's going to run out of room. I'm going to get a spill error and it's going to be frustrating. So in the real world, list A goes on its own worksheet, list B goes on its own worksheet, and my exception report goes on its own worksheet as well. But what if we wanted to actually do like a two-way reconciliation where we want to identify things in A and not in B, and also things in B not in A? Well, that takes us to the next exercise, exercise 3. Okay, so here we want to do a two-way reconciliation. We want to find everything in here that's missing from here. And the reverse. We want to find everything in here that's missing from here. So once again, we'll just use this filter COUNTIF combo. Equals filter. So we want to return the transaction ID from here, comma, and then we're going to use our COUNTIF function. And once again, we're going to look down here, comma, for everything in here, comma, and we're going to see where that count is equal to 0. Close function and enter. And let's see if this worked. I'm looking for 1007 here, which it is. And is it missing from here? And it is. And 112 should be here, but it should be missing from here, which is correct. And now let's do the reverse. Once again, we're going to use filter, and we're going to say we want to return a list from here, comma, but we only want certain rows. And so we're going to use the COUNTIF function once again. We want to look in here, comma, and compare it to these here. Close function, and we want to return those where it is 0. Close function and enter. And now what I expect to see is 113 is here, which it is, but it's missing from here, which is true, and 114, which is here, but it's missing from here. So this checks out. And once again, these are totally dynamic formulas to generate these lists, which means I don't have to rewrite the formulas. All I have to do next period is paste in new transactions for here, paste in new transactions for here, and my list will just automatically update. And again, in practice, my exception report's going on its own worksheet, and these tables each get their own worksheet as well. So what we've seen here is how to find out if something is in a list, and if so, is it for the same amount? We did that in exercise 1. And then we discovered how to use that filter COUNTIF combo to find out which items are in list A and not in B. And here in our two-way reconciliation, which items are in B and not in A. Hopefully this has been helpful. Thanks for joining me. Have a great day.
This video is a production of Excel University.